Hello and welcome. First thing I want to say before we get started is that I in no way support piracy, and this is not for the purposes of piracy. So if that's what you're using it for, I do not endorse it. However, there are some things known as ISO hacks, PS2 hacks, that are very needed if you want to have a good experience playing some of these games, especially with ports. Japanese only games translated into English, for example. Let's see if I can get this looking just a little bit better. But in order to have these games look as nice as possible, you have to patch them. And when you patch them, there are multiple ways that you can get a game to the disk, to the hard disk. One of the ways that you can get it to the hard disk is by ripping the authentic game. Now, however, when you rip the authentic game, because of the way that HD Loader is made, you cannot rip a backup, aka a patched ISO file, because there's no way to patch an authentic disk without putting it on a burnt disk. Also, you cannot install games from another region, such as Japan, onto a PS2 using HD Loader. Now, these are some very real problems. So, today we are going to discuss how you would install an ESR patched disc to the hard disk drive of your PlayStation 2. A reason to do this is because it's much faster than trying to use the USB port. I think there are some applications out there to do that, but that is something that takes about 3 or 4 hours to do. Instead of going that route, we will instead use ripping these games to the hard drive using ESR or the disk drive. Now, if you are like me and you don't have a USB adapter to hook your hard drive into your modern computer, and you have, like, say, an old desktop like me, which is how I loaded some of the games I have, then this comes in useful if you don't feel like booting up your incredibly old, outdated, and slow hardware, which sometimes might not even boot right without you playing with it. Also, I apologize for no sound. There is no sound because of the capture card being really garbage. I do need a better capture card. So, first thing, you cannot see it, but I am putting GTA San Andreas. This is an ESR patched disc. I'm putting GTA San Andreas into the PS2. Now, this is already on my hard drive, but for the purposes of this video, I do not have any patched ROM discs that have not been installed, and this is one of the cleanest that I have, so it should go off without a hitch. So I will clean the disc, and then I will put the disc into the PS2. Now, I do not have the PS2 set up to auto launch into ESR. If you have it set up to auto launch into ESR, you are in trouble. Basically, load up the ESR guide. You do not load the direct ELF, you load the guide, which will pull up this. And when you pull this up, you'll see 3 options. You'll see launched CD/DVD, which is launch the disc from the drive, launch app, which will take you to the ulaunch.elf, or launch OSD sys, which I believe will take you to the options for the for free McBoot. So we want to go to launch app. So we click on launch app. It'll flash the multicolor screen, and then we go over here and we want to load HD Loader. This is version 8.0 because I was having trouble getting a modern installer, the dumper I believe, working with this method. So we will load HD Loader 8.0. and give this a minute to load. You can hear the disc spinning. Okay, it loads. Now it's going to show everything that you have on your hard drive. As you can see, I already have San Andreas on my hard drive. This is Final Fantasy XII International version, or the Zodiac version. Basically, that's an example of it does work. I've ripped a patched ROM straight to it, and another patched ROM would be Dragon Quest V. This is the English patch. So we're going to ignore the fact that we already have San Andreas, and we are going to install. So it says, please insert the CD or DVD disc for the game you wish to install. Remember, it is a ESR patch disc. Wow, it picked it up as if it is its own disc. So I'm just gonna name it GTA. I'm gonna go SA, and I'll just do 2, just so we can rip it. Now it's going to begin ripping. Now this may take a while. I will speed it up in the video. Oh God, thank God it is finally done. So, the installation is finally done. Now, let's go find it. It's right here. First off, I'm going to pop the disc out. And we need to reset it because it will actually not work. I would suggest powering the console down, just to make sure that nothing's left in the RAM of the console, because that's how the exploits work. So we're going to go ahead and load it. I think we're going to load it with OpenPS2 loader just to test it out. Now remember, there is no sound because unfortunately this capture card's garbage. I do not have an Elgato or anything nice like that. It is a standard, it's capturing it in the standard interlaced. It's even a little shaky. So let's come over here. This is the original install. This is what I just did. GTA 2 SA. Well, GTA SA 2 is the name. It's just San Andreas. So let's boot it up and see if it installed right. So far so good. So far it seems to be clean, seems to be good. Rockstar Games presents. Let's skip all this. One of the biggest benefits of having a game on the internal hard drive is the loading times. I do not know if you guys remember the loading times. And it's loaded, and it's going to load the save, I believe. Yes, which is just you know, in this random place. I mean, why wouldn't it be in a random place? You're playing Grand Theft Auto. So everything seems to load good. It's looking good. We got the cops. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, fuck you. Blow your head off. And this is it's working good. You can see that it works. Old lady, gang member, bye. Take your car. So you see it works. Everything's smooth. I don't know how to drive. I am playing with a delay because I am playing it straight from the capture card, which has a delay. So yes, that is how you rip a game to the PS2 memory card. It took much longer than I expected. It took about 45 minutes. Oh, that was a cop, wasn't it? So anyway, that is how you install a game with ESR patched to the PS2. This is great for patched games like Japanese imports and other games like that, or your backups, you know, whatever your reason is for needing it. And I want to thank you for watching this, and I keep on hitting cops. I'm just gonna leave it there to blow up because it'll kill the cop. Well, it'll blow his car up. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, or if there's anything else to do with PS2 soft modding, or you know, disk loading or anything like that, please ask down below in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys next time. Stay nerdy. Houdini out.